Buddies at Canterbury Automotive, who are just awesome guys. I mean, they really support what it is we're doing, and they've given us 2 front car seats. One of that, Aidan is swapping out his car and he's getting rid of these. Now, as you know, Luke has already made office chairs out of car seats, so it's a question of what we're going to do with them. But as we're into motorising stuff, and we have 2 of them, then we're going to motorise the car seats in very different ways. So I've got my plan in mind. What are you up to, Luke?
Ooh, I don't know if I can tell you that. I think you should mind your own business.
Well, that was polite, wasn't it? So, the game is on.
My idea is to nick this back axle off Rob, attach it on the back like this, which already looks pretty cool, and then we can take these tiny wheels and mount them at the front like this. And these will be controlled with foot steering. It may be a little bit scary, but I think it's pretty awesome. So let's take a look at how that looks. Awesome!
Video 1205, we made a mobility chair out of a car seat, shopping trolley and tricycle. And we only used the back end of the tricycle, so we still have the front end left. And I'm thinking, remove this front end here, weld that on there, and we are going to have one very different tricycle. So I've removed the front end of my mobility scooter, the made in 1205, and that's it without the front end attached. And like I said, what we're going to do is attach this tricycle front end to here. So it's a matter of sliding it in, chopping it around a little bit to get it to fit. Now, I suppose you could see this as cheating, but then I've been watching what Luke's doing, and what he's doing is really nice, and I'll be damned if he beats me. But that is the plan. So let's get some of this stuff chopped out so we can slide that in place and have a look, see what it looks like. I've left a few bits up and lined it up. There's nothing holding it at the moment, it's just resting just so I can see. And what I'm thinking is a couple of brackets down the back so that we can bolt the frame to it, and then some kind of pipe clamp here up at the front. So actually the trike won't be damaged at all. We'll be able to just unbolt this thing and we'll have the trike back when we get bored of it. But that's pretty much how it's going to look, and as I say, it's just a couple of brackets to make up.
So I got a little bit ahead of myself because I was having such fun putting this back end together. So what I've done so far is I've welded this cross base across right here, so it is able to take the subframe, which has also been welded. And then what I've done is I've put these 2 uprights here with holes drilled out either side, so I can put this 8mm bar straight through the swing arm. And this is going to do a really nice job. So there's only a few things that I have to do before this back end is completely finished. One of which is welding this little bracket on here to create a carrier, and then we can attach the back wheels. And there we go, the back end is completely done, and I did steal this back section off Rob, and he did a video on this in 1175 during the dual differential stuff, and I thought that was absolutely awesome. And now this is attached, let's work on the front end. There we go, that's my front end steering completely done. And I have to admit to you guys, I absolutely love this, and I think this Ackerman steering stuff is so cool. So let's take a look. Left, right, left, right, left, right. It works! So that just works a treat. And if you want more details on the Ackerman steering, Rob did a video on this on video number 1205, so I recommend you guys checking that out.
So that's my effort done. Now all I've really done is bolt this chair onto the tricycle, so I can undo those bolts and bring the tricycle right back, but I've welded everything onto the shopping trolley frame, and if you want details to the electrics, have a look at the previous videos where I do go into it a little bit, but it's essentially plug and play. The only difference is we've got some pedals on there welded on as foot plates. I've put a battery carrier on the bottom there, and we're using lead acid battery, and why not? Slow down, it's massive, and they'll do a huge amount of mileage. So, All we got to do now is wait for good old Luke to finish his. Meanwhile, just have a potter up and down on this as a bit of fun. So I'm going to set off, and I'll see you when it's rest day.
It's ready to rock and roll, so let's give it a go.
Okay, the day has come, we've both completed our vehicles and now it's a race down the car park. When we set off, I'll pull over a little bit to give you a bit of room, mate, because you're probably going to need it.
I'm probably going to crash into you.
Ready? Yep, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh.
Oh no! No!
There can be only one. This was inspired, remember, because Aidan from Canterbury Automotive gave us these 2 car seats. Now these are completely different builds, even though they may not look like it. This one is just a modification of an existing trike. So what I really did was take the tricycle and bolt on the car seat in a way that it can be put on or removed. This one was a complete scratch build. We built this from the ground up. So very different in their builds. So you can either modify something or completely build it from scratch. Of course, that's a tricycle and this is a quad. And there's other little differences, but the essential difference is modification, scratch build. And you can do either, really. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to subscribe and like.